Good night and welcome to Benalmádena's first English news broadcast. Digital Cosa del Sol brings you every Friday all the information about this week's news. The Arroyo de la Miel Cemetery is expanding its capacity thanks to new improvement works carried out by City Hall in order to create new niches and columbariums.
The mayor of Benalmádena, Víctor Navas, Buildings Councilwoman Marisabel Ruiz, and Cemeteries Councilman Juan Carrillo visit the improvement works at Arroyo de la Miel Cemetery to check on the progress of the intervention.
Bueno, de todos es sabido que durante mucho tiempo hemos estado casi.
Since 2005, Benalmádena has been at the limit in terms of available niches. At times, we only had 4 or 5, which generated a significant risk of exceeding the capacity and saturating our cemeteries. This improvement works has been demanded for a long time. No previous municipal government took on the challenge of trying to solve this problem, so we are pleased to announce that we are finally going to provide a definitive solution. This situation has forced us to maintain the old cemetery located next to the sports center of Arroyo de la Miel due to the lack of availability of new niches for the transfer of mortal remains in the new cemetery. Navas explained that their intention was to start the intervention last year, but the pandemic delayed their plans.
Para la próxima década y 120 columbarios, ¿no? Lo de menos.
Now we are responding to this problem with an action that also includes painting and tidying up the main facade. Our initial plan was to start this action last year, but the pandemic has caused delays of a year or a year and a half in some of the important projects of this legislature. Thanks to these improvement works, we will have a large enough reserve of niches to cover the next decade. On her part, Ruiz highlighted the budget, stressing how necessary the action was.
Esta obra tiene un presupuesto aproximado de unos 650.000 euros.
The work began at the end of January and will be complete approximately next May, with a total budget of 650,000 euros, and is one of the most necessary improvements demanded by the citizens because the cemetery became too small for a town of Benalmádena's size long ago. The city has grown disproportionately in recent years so quickly that some of the services demanded by the citizens could not keep up with it. She also detailed the different work executed.
Corto de nichos. Es verdad que como hemos dicho.
The works consist on the creation of 4 new modules, adding 315 niches plus 120 columbarium, as well as new changing rooms and toilets for the staff and a general store. It also includes the renovation of the sewage network and an improvement in the entrance and signage, giving the cemetery the solemnity it deserves. The works are progressing at a very good pace. Just 15 days after they began, the results are already being noticed.
City Hall works closely with various groups of the municipality, giving municipal plots of land to manage the car parking among other actions. And this week a collaboration agreement has been signed with Afuendis.
The mayor of Benalmádena, Víctor Navas, and social welfare councilwoman Alicia Ladaga received last week a delegation of representatives from Afuendis, an association dedicated to the incorporation and reintegration into the labor market of people with disabilities or at risk of social exclusion, with whom they have signed a collaboration agreement for the parking management of some municipal plots.
Hoy hemos cerrado un acuerdo de colaboración con Afuendis.
We are collaborating with a non-profit group that tries to improve the integration of people with disabilities into the labor market. We already did it with AFESOL, favoring the use of municipal assets to generate employment. Afuendis carry out very important social integration and work integration. They help us in many activities, and it is therefore appropriate to now give them the opportunity to monitor and manage spaces such as the Los Nadales car park in Benalmádena Pueblo, which will be open all year round to meet the demand for parking spaces in this area. This collaboration agreement will also allow us to regularize the surveillance and management of the car park located next to the lift, which gives access to the Jardines del Muro. On her part, Ladaga explained that they will manage 3 parking plots and highlight their good work. This collaboration will provide work for the members of the association who put their good work and professionalism to work for Benalmádena and its citizens, offering valuable help to people at risk of social exclusion. We were also able to speak with María Teresa Pérez, president of Afuendis, who spoke about the goal of the association and explained that they are going to manage parking plots, but they also carry out other tasks. The main goal of the association is to facilitate access to the job market for people with disabilities and at risk of social exclusion, with special attention to the over 50s. The agreement covers the management and surveillance of the car park located in front of the headquarters of Social Welfare at Pepa Valdenegro Street in Arroyo de la Miel. We also provide other tasks such as cleaning venues that host festivals, as we have been doing for 2 years in the municipal auditorium on the occasion of the celebration of the Musical Theatre Festival, or in the Mare Nostrum Festival, with most of our employees being from Benalmádena. A new example of collaboration between public administration and social groups, proof of the solidarity characteristic of our municipality.
The government team continues working to improve the Sport Harbour, iconic space of the municipality, and this week a new step has been taken thanks to a meeting with representatives of the Spanish Naval League.
The mayor of Benalmádena, Victor Navas, and the manager of the Sport Harbour, Manuel Jiménez, received on Monday at City Hall the provincial delegate of the Royal Spanish Naval League, Hernán Lapuente, who was accompanied by other members of the league, such as Luis Marín. After holding a meeting that serves to certify an agreement between the Council and the League, they spoke with the media. Navas valued the history of the Naval League as well as its scope. We have always been clear that the marina is an element that generates wealth and employment, and we have always defended that it could not live with its back to Benalmádena. For these reasons, that our marina becomes an institutional partner of the Royal Spanish Naval League makes us proud and pleased because it allows us to expand the scope in which we are represented. On his part, Jiménez highlighted the lines of action from the League and its values, stressing the need to join forces in the nautical world.
La Real Liga Naval es un organismo centenario.
The Royal Spanish Naval League is a centenary organization that brings together all maritime interests at a national level and has many areas of action: cultural, marine and fishing, scuba diving, marine sports and nautical tourism. This is another step forward in our aim to unite the nautical sector to defend all our common goals, a line of work that I also promote from my position as president of Marinas de Andalucía. We have also spoken with Lapuente, who highlighted the importance of the Sport Harbour and the achievements of the Nautic Club.
Para nosotros es una gran satisfacción que el puerto deportivo.
It is a great satisfaction that the marina joins an institution with more than 120 years. I want to highlight the importance of this marina within the sector, as it has the Nautic Club that has been awarded twice as the first in Andalucía, with presence and activities all year round and national and international prestige.
Coral Ciudad de Benalmádena has renewed its board of directors, which will now be headed by José Antonio Moreno, with the previous president Nélida Montesinos as vice president.
Culture Councilman Pablo Centella held a press conference last week accompanied by representatives of the Coral Ciudad de Benalmádena to announce the renewal of the board of directors of this group. The councilman emphasized the promotion of the municipality that they carry out.
Estamos en la mañana de hoy acompañando a los amigos y a la...
I want to highlight the important role played by the Coral Ciudad de Benalmádena in the culture of the town, always accompanying us in any social or cultural event and contributing their music to events such as Book Day, Music Day or Christmas. In addition, the choir projects the name of Benalmádena beyond our borders, participating in various cultural events, as well as bringing choirs from other places to the city. The outgoing president, Nelida Montesinos, and the former vice president, Francisco Bellido, were present supporting the new president, José Antonio Moreno. Montesinos, who will now occupy the position of vice president, thanked Centella for his words and stressed the importance of new ideas to keep the group moving forward.
Yo quisiera agradecer las cariñosas palabras de nuestro
The time has come to pass the baton, and thanks to the fact that there have been new incorporations with great interest in the choir in the person of José Antonio Moreno, a person in whom I have placed all my trust to be the new president. I will continue as vice president to ensure a certain continuity, and with the will to continue helping. I want to thank the town hall for its support over the years. The choir must continue to move forward with new ideas, and soon we will organize a workshop called The Magic of Polyphony, given by our musical director, Oscar Luis Sánchez. For his part, Moreno explained that his idea is to maintain the line of work of the previous board. The new president appealed to the people of Benalmádena to get involved with the choir either as an audience member or as a chorister.
Quería manifestar la intención de esta nueva junta directiva.
The intention of the new board of directors is to maintain the line of work carried out during these years by the outgoing board. We start with great enthusiasm and excitement to maintain the Coral Ciudad de Benalmádena as a reference point for polyphonic music in our autonomous community and to please all the public who come to listen to us. I want to encourage the public to attend the concerts and also to come to the choir to sing with us. We are an open choir and it is not essential to have musical knowledge to participate.
The Arroyo de la Miel Library presented its children's room after the improvement and renovation works that were carried out in the space, that now has new furniture and titles with the new arrivals section.
Education and Culture Councilman Pablo Centella spoke with the media on Monday at the Arroyo de la Miel Library to highlight the works carried out in this space, specifically the children's room. One of the most popular of this municipal building has been renovated. The councilman pointed out that the action had a budget of around 80,000 euros thanks to the participatory budgets and direct investment.
Estamos esta mañana en la biblioteca pública.
We have undertaken a major refurbishment thanks to the participatory budget with an investment of around 80,000 euros to make it more comfortable and modern. The acquisition of new furniture was one of the proposals included in the second edition of the Benalmádena participatory budget thanks to the support of its users. In this way, we continue to strengthen our work to encourage the reading habits of the youngest children. The councilman reviewed the different actions undertaken in the space.
Ya está la sala activa, ya pueden nuestros chicos, nuestras chicas, nuestros niños.
Prior to the installation of the shelves in the children's room and a new customer service desk, the library staff removed the books from the old shelves and then dismantled and painted the space with the collaboration of the Benalmádena Town Council's operational services. After these weeks, the renovation goes beyond the shelves with changes in the distribution of the collection to make it more accessible to its recipients, the removal of materials in poor conditions, and the relocation of duplicates and less borrowed books in the depository. We have acquired a compact storage machine so that the local collection is better preserved and tighter. Accompanying the councilman was the library technician Maite Ortigosa, who announced that new titles have been added to their catalogue, with 140 books arriving to their extensive collection.
La sala infantil y juvenil de la Biblioteca Arroyo de la Miel se ha renovado.
This improvement of the children's room comes with 140 new items from the latest purchases made in December 2022. We invite the people of Benalmádena to rediscover this space where we hope to promote the love of reading. The Arroyo de la Miel Library is a reference in Andalucía. We are the second in the community in book lending. A space with books and films that charms the kids. It is worth mentioning that they also have books in several languages such as English, French or Arabic. The activity does not stop in this space, which periodically offers workshops of all kinds, and they told us that they are already working on the next one, scheduled for Semana Blanca.
And these are today's headlines. New improvement works at Arroyo de la Miel Cemetery. City Hall signs a collaboration agreement with Afuendis. Navas receives the provincial delegate of the Spanish Naval League. Coral Ciudad de Benalmádena presents its new board. The Arroyo de la Miel Library opens its new children's room. The weather forecast for the weekend will leave us with cloudy skies without ruling out weak and occasional rainfall that could be accompanied by mud deposits, remaining slightly cloudy during the day. Dust in suspensions and probability of haze. Maximum temperatures unchanged around 18 degrees and minimum of 11. Winds from the east occasionally strong with very strong gusts on the coast and in high areas. And that's all. Thank you for watching us, and remember, you can stay updated on our website or social media profile on Facebook and Twitter. Have a good night and enjoy the weekend.